$3 trillion. Let that sink in. It's a number so large it's hard to even comprehend. It's more than the entire GDP of the United Kingdom, of France, of India, and it's the valuation of a single company, Apple. How did a company that started in a garage, a company that was once on the brink of bankruptcy, become the most valuable company on the planet? It's not just about selling phones. It's a story of innovation, of brilliant marketing, and of creating an ecosystem so powerful you might be trapped in it and not even know it. Today, we're unpacking the incredible journey of how Apple became a $3 trillion behemoth. To understand how Apple reached these incredible heights, we first have to go back to a time when it almost all came crashing down. By the mid-1990s, Apple was in trouble. Bad decisions, a confusing product line, and a loss of vision had the company bleeding money. In 1996 alone, it lost over $800 million. The company that had kick-started the personal computer revolution was on the verge of collapse. Then, in 1997, came the prodigal son. Steve Jobs, who had been forced out of the company he co-founded, returned. And he brought with him a new way of thinking. He famously simplified the product line, focusing on just a few key products. And he made a deal that shocked the world. A $150 million investment from their biggest rival, Microsoft. It was a controversial move, but it was a sign of things to come. Jobs was willing to do whatever it took to save Apple. And with the launch of the colorful iMac in 1998, the comeback began. The iMac was a hit, and the iPod that followed it changed the music industry forever. But it was in 2007 that Steve Jobs unveiled a device that wouldn't just change Apple, it would change the world. The iPhone. It wasn't the first smartphone, but it was the first one that was intuitive, beautiful, and a joy to use. And it completely transformed Apple's fortunes. Today, the iPhone is by far Apple's biggest revenue driver, accounting for over 50% of its total income. But the iPhone's success isn't just about the hardware. It was the key that unlocked Apple's next masterstroke, the ecosystem. If you have an iPhone, you probably have other Apple products too. Maybe AirPods that connect seamlessly, an Apple Watch that tracks your fitness, a MacBook or an iPad where all your photos, messages, and files are magically synced. This is the Apple ecosystem. And it's no accident that it works so well. Apple designs its hardware and software together, creating an experience that's incredibly smooth and integrated. That's the magic. But there's a flip side. Once you're in, it's hard to get out. This is what analysts call the walled garden or ecosystem lock-in. If you switch to an Android phone, you lose your blue iMessage bubbles, your seamless AirDrop file transfers, and the effortless syncing with your other devices. That friction, that switching cost, is a powerful tool for customer retention. Many users don't leave, even when competing phones are cheaper or have newer features. The ecosystem doesn't just keep you buying Apple hardware. It's also the foundation of Apple's fastest growing and most profitable business, services. Think about it. The App Store, where Apple takes a 15 to 30% cut of transactions. Apple Music, with over 100 million subscribers. iCloud storage, Apple Pay. The list goes on. These services are generating tens of billions of dollars every quarter. And here's the kicker. The profit margin on services is over 70%, which is significantly higher than the margin on hardware like the iPhone. This recurring revenue is a gold mine, and it's what makes Wall Street so confident in Apple's future. Under Tim Cook's leadership, the services division has become a central part of Apple's strategy, turning the massive installed base of over 2.2 billion active devices into a continuous stream of high-margin income. After Steve Jobs' tragic passing in 2011, many wondered if Apple could continue its incredible run. His successor, Tim Cook, was not a product visionary in the same way Jobs was, but he was a master of operations and supply chain management. While Jobs laid the foundation of innovation, Cook scaled it to an unimaginable degree. He oversaw the expansion of the iPhone into a global phenomenon, navigated complex geopolitical issues, and built out the incredibly profitable services division. The numbers speak for themselves. Under Cook, Apple's market cap has grown by trillions of dollars, solidifying its position as the world's most valuable company. From the brink of failure to a valuation of over $3 trillion, Apple's story is a testament to the power of vision, design, and a brilliantly executed business strategy. They've created a brand that is synonymous with quality and innovation, and an ecosystem that is the envy of the tech world. So, what's next? With the launch of the Apple Vision Pro, the company is making its riskiest bet since the iPhone, entering the world of spatial computing. And with the rise of artificial intelligence, you can be sure Apple is investing heavily in making its devices even smarter and more personal. The journey to $3 trillion was incredible. But if there's one thing we've learned from Apple's history, it's that they're always looking for the next big thing, the next revolution. And we'll be watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to understand how the world really works, make sure to subscribe to How Come and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. And tell us in the comments, which company should we explore next? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.